What's up everyone, this is AJ and this is the Promised End Kit Reviews, and today we will be reviewing my personal set of Gundams. So our first model is the 1/100 scale non-grade Gundam Astraea. This did not come out on the anime series. I believe this was on the manga. Now, if you were to buy a Gundam Astraea stock, this will be mainly all white and a few blues and reds, basically the basic color of the titular or the lead Gundam. But when I bought this kit, I was actually just starting to have almost a stable job. I was starting to get a few bucks, and then I decided to start building kits again. And this was the very first one I bought, I think, because I stopped building like early 90s or something, or late 2000s, and then I stopped, and then because things here in the Philippines are really expensive, if you know what I'm talking about. So when I started working, I bought this because I saw the side of the box and it showcased the mechanics and the details on the insides of his like bazooka cannon. I don't have it right now because I really like, my preference is Gundams that don't use weapons. So if this was real, which in my head it is, it doesn't use any weapons. It's just like this close combat thing. Now, this is actually really sturdy right now because I just cleaned it. And tech tip, I just learned that this afternoon actually, that because I'm a guitar player, I have this. I don't recommend it because it might ruin the paint, but I discovered that finger ease, like the thing you spray on the strings of the guitar, actually cleans painted Gundam parts well. But I don't know if the plastic would go brittle, so we'll see. So right now, gonna turn this around so you can see. Now I'm just gonna explain the details and then all the added parts, because most of these are like custom made and kit bash. Turn him around right there. So as you can see, there's some mishmash of, basically these are mostly like these ones, these pipes and circles, these are Zoid parts. This bottom one here is the front part of a 1/100 scale high grade God Gundam. This jet part is a guitar part. What else? More guitar parts right here for the jets. And as you can see, the other panel down here is missing. I can't remember why it is missing, because I used this on a few short films I made. And what else we got here? This one is a Tamiya part, this bracket. And more Zoid parts, this jet that extends. I made this setup right here because by the time I finished this kit, I saw the Sinanju and I really fell in love with the jetpack on that thing, so I tried to imitate that by kit bashing a lot of stuff. Oh, by the way, this part, as you can see, that's from a 1144 blue frame chest right here. So, and wait, take this off. Right there, another Zoid part. Now, all these 3 personal Gundams of mine can light up, except for the third one. I don't leave the LED lights on them anymore, except for these first 2 ones. Now, the head, take it out, right there. Okay. This had like the CDR King mini flashlight thing where you turn it like that and the leads would touch the battery, so it would light up. You could actually see that on a few of my videos on my channel, because I used it for like a teaser or something. Anyway, there's another one down here which is connected to the chest, so that one lights up. Anyway, let's do the articulation. I'm just gonna leave the jetpack down here because this thing is so old now. See, it's so loose. I always feel that it will break apart, and it has broken apart so many times actually. This V-fin is broken. I just glued it together. So anyway, the head can still go up and down, not 360 because of the wire. Can just look side to side like that. These arms can go out really far. Plus there's a part here, like the connection for the shoulder is separate, so you could raise it up more. You can rotate it. It has 2 joints. Really stiff. Can only bend that much. It's got ball jointed hands. The non-grades actually have a closed hand that can hold weapons. Okay, straighten up. By the way, these shoulders can move inward and outward like this. The arm can rotate 360. Thank goodness, didn't break. The torso can only rotate that much because of all these setup. Really can't move anymore. I also did a modification on the hip right here. I sawed off. This is actually upside down, and what it does is it extends the hip, so if you connect the legs, it's actually taller than a normal non-grade Exia. So wait, let me get a non-grade Exia. So there it is. It's a little bit bigger. This by the way is like another custom of mine, which I'll be reviewing one day. So as you can see, it's actually a bit shorter than this one because I like tall suits, because I'm actually short. Now, where were we? The legs cannot go backward. Why? Because I deliberately made a few, like a chassis here, so that the legs wouldn't like do this, because it kept doing that because of the weight of the backpack. So this stops it. The leg can go up really far, because Exias don't really have like front skirts. They just have these thong variant and the legs can go out that much, can rotate the hip, and can actually has two bends on the knee, here and here. So this one can do that, this one can do this. Then whoop, the ankle armor can move. So you can see I did a bit of weathering here because the suit, the original plastic is white. If you painted flat black like I did here, you could just run the sandpaper and make this really cool effect. Some people, like the professional ones, would do dry brushing, but I can't do that. I'm not a pro. What else we got here? Oh, the back, the ankle can move like this. This is on a rotating joint, so you could do this, and then down here there's a ball joint. Could you do that? No movement here. Oh, there's just a little bit right there. Now, so why did I make this kit look like what it is right now? Well, when I was just starting to make money, I was in a phase. Here comes the dorky part, okay? Don't judge, you bastards. When I was, I think I was 25 or 24 when I built this and bought this. And I was an angry young man. You know, I had a lot of frustrations in life, so I made, like, of course my favorite color is black, so painted in black and then highlighted it with red parts, hence the bright red you see all over here. So kinda represents like how chaotic I was when I was younger. Thank God didn't do drugs. My life would have been more chaotic. Also all the weathering right here. I wanted to make like a suit that could represent like damage from all the years. By the way, I think by that time I had chicken pox or something, so I was really sick. So, and I had a lot of you know what happens with chicken pox, you get full of scars and shit like that. So I wanted this to represent where I was when I was in my early 20s. So it's really damaged, really angry looking, aggressive actually, as you can see, because of all the kit bashing that happened here. And I love it. I've used it a lot on my a few of my short films actually. This is a straight up Bandai kit, and what had happened was I learned immediately that kit bashing original Bandai parts was really heartbreaking because I was starting to earn, but I wasn't earning enough. So here it is. Oh, by the way, it's not going to be my suit if I didn't give it a name, because by the time I finished this, I think I was reading Percy Jackson books. Percy Jackson, so awesome. So I gave it the name Atropos. Atropos is the god, one of the three goddesses that controls fate, if I remember correctly. She's the Atropos is the goddess that has, I think, the scissors. She's the one in charge cutting the life, or the thread of life of a person. So I just like that because I like that name, and I like where the name comes from. Like, she gets to decide if you're going to live or die, and that's how I think when I was younger.